Hey, this will be a video chart on GRYO. Before I get started, I should note that I do own shares in this, bought some on Wednesday, so keep that in mind. I own shares in the company. But the chart really started to come to life on Wednesday, big volume, and price started to creep up, and then today even more so followed. There's quite a few newsletters out there on it, so it's one of these where it should make a very good trade, and it already has, but knowing the groups that are on it, usually their track history is that they give stocks a good push, so we'll see what happens with this one as next week goes on. But so far, so good. And what I want to do is map out some supports and some future potential resistance areas, and that way everybody can kind of have an idea of what's going on from the technical point of view. So the first thing to note is basically the chart had volume, but not much. And then when things started on Wednesday, big volume, and the price was up very nicely. I think it closed up 90% or something like that. And then today, gap up, and it was a gap and run. It opened at 24.244, and its low was 0.24. So essentially no pullback after the gap up, which is always a sign of strength. And then almost closed at the high of the day. The high was 0.318, and it closed at 0.317. So as for argument's sake, just say it closed at the high of the day. So the first thing to note is where are the current support levels, and the easiest way to monitor this is just look at these two moving averages right here. This maroon line here is a 20-day simple moving average. This blue line here is a 10-day, and right now they're both valued. Well, I should say the 10-day is valued at 15 cents. The 20-day is valued at 17.5 cents. So these will be the two key areas of support. If the price were to drop down here, this could potentially be a good area to pick up some cheapies. But if it falls below there, then that's going to be a sign of weakness. But if it does fall and then kind of hover around like that before heading back up, that would allow us to be able to draw an uptrend line, which is what we want to be able to do. So use these two moving averages as your supports, and that will probably be the best guide in terms of where are the supports currently at. If the price keeps heading upwards, then we'll obviously be making more new supports, but for now, those two moving averages would be your best source for that. Now for the fun stuff, the resistance levels. The resistance that the price is now currently approaching is right here, and I'll explain where this level is coming from. First, let me change this to red for resistance. If we look back here in the history of the chart, we can see that at one point it was a low, and this level is at 36 cents, and then the price tried to get back up above it here and couldn't quite do it. So 36 cents is going to be the next key area of resistance, and after that, really, because the chart doesn't have too much history, it's essentially blue sky breakouts until up here at this purple line, but as you can see, the purple line is valued at 98 cents. So from a break of 36 up to 98, I feel comfortable enough just calling that a blue sky breakout from here up to here. So 36 cents is really the last level where you have any significant history kind of with the price. So past 36, and assuming volume stays strong and the people just selling the ask and not too much bid whacking, then it could be a steady little rise up to here. Or if things go haywire, it could come right back down. So but from strictly the charting perspective, 36 cents is resistance, and then the next one is not up here until this 50-day simple moving average. So the easiest way to look at that is after 36, the chart's in a blue sky breakout, so you kind of got to use your gut instincts on that. So that is where the chart currently stands. Pretty sure I answered all the questions that I had gotten on it, but if not, just shoot me a message. And if you don't have any other questions on it, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big boards. So there's a good variety, something for everybody, and it is all free. So I'd encourage you to head to the website, sign up. We've been making some good money. We alerted GRYO at 17 cents, so it's up quite a bit from there already. So it's just an example of why it's worth at least giving a try. So bullwarriorstocks.com. If there aren't any other questions, thanks for listening and enjoy your weekends.